My name is Dan. I'm married. Thank you. I'm married. I don't miss being single. Because I hated going on first dates. They're the worst, right? I went on a first date with a girl once, and we're trying to like relate to each other. And I was like, I used to drink a lot in college. She goes, yeah, I tried crack 3 times. I was like, what? She goes, yeah, I tried crack 3 times. I was like, I'm pretty sure you tried crack once. And then you just did crack. It's like a 1-month trial period, Amazon Prime. It's crack. Anyway, when I married her, she quit. I'm obviously kidding. She hasn't quit, but every day, I did not marry the crack girl. I married an amazing woman, and we have a 2-year-old son. Thank you. I love it. I love it so much. My wife doesn't trust me with my son. I realize. Smart woman. Here's how I know. The other night, we're watching a movie, and my son's sleeping in the other room. And my wife's like, hey, can you go in there and just check on him? Check on his breathing? I was like, sure. So I go in there, I check on him, I come back out, I start making that peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And halfway through making the sandwich, my wife's staring at me. She's like, well, is he okay? I was like, you think if he wasn't okay, I would stop for a snack first? Before I get a whole breathing issue? You think I had to like fuel up for the CPR? She doesn't trust me. Here's more evidence. When she first got pregnant, she signed me up for a class called Dad Boot Camp. Sounds like a gym class. It wasn't. What it was a bunch of expecting fathers sitting around a table talking about their fears. Did not go well for me from the start. Because the instructor comes out and he goes, all right, let's go around and say the one thing that scares us the most about being a father. Dan, you go first. I was like, all right. What scares me the most? I love doing stand-up comedy. And I feel like having a baby might mean compromising my dream and maybe like losing that thing that makes me feel unique. And the next guy went and he goes, yeah, I'm mostly scared of my baby choking on food. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have gone first. But balancing being a comic and being a dad is kind of tough. Sometimes you have to go on the road, which is tough. I just did a bunch of shows in Atlantic City. Don't woo. Don't woo. It's changed. It's fallen off. Yeah. It's a little dirty, a little skeevy, right? But all the people in Atlantic City still hold on to the hope of Atlantic City. Like all the staff there were like, yeah, we're like Vegas. We're like little Vegas. Even their slogans are kind of the same. Like, what's the slogan of Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Atlantic City, kind of similar. It's what happens in Atlantic City is disgusting. It's surprising being a dad. Like, there's surprising things that happen. Like recently, this is very true. I got a concussion playing dinosaur with my 2-year-old.
Yeah.
100% true.
Wow.
I'll tell you how. That's how this works. My headband. Tell them how. I don't know. I was a T-Rex, and my son was a 2-year-old. He doesn't have a lot of range. And I went roar, and I smashed my head on the bottom of my kitchen table. Yeah. And I went to the neurologist to see if I had a concussion, and the neurologist goes, The symptoms of a concussion are fatigue, irritability, and depression. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, I've always had a concussion. Can you get that in the womb? That checks out, Tom. You guys are fun. I try to give my son a lot of attention. I do, because I didn't get a lot of attention growing up, because I was a middle child. A lot of people go, oh, you think you're starved for attention because you're a middle child. No, I have proof. I went home for the holidays recently, and we're looking at family photos when we were kids. And I wasn't in a bunch of them. A bunch of them. And I was like, Dad, why am I not in a lot of these photos? And he goes, I don't know, you're probably busy or something. I was 9. What could I have been doing while they're taking photos? Was I running like a small business upstairs? My dad's like, Dad, family photos. I'm like, family photos? I got expense reports. I got IRS breathing down my neck. I got 2 employees coming in late. You want to put on matching sweaters? Oh, it must be nice. My older brother got a lot of attention. He was the favorite. He was very like rebellious, right? So he got a lot of attention. So my parents were always like, how's Brian doing? How's Brian doing? Then Brian grows up and becomes a very well-known person in the video game industry. He's really well-known. And the other day, I was Googling my own name because I have low self-esteem. And I put in Dan Altano, and Google goes, did you mean Brian Altano? I was like, great, even Google's playing favorites. I started getting all mad, like, what do you want from me, Google? You want me to get arrested so I'm on top of your mind? I noticed you didn't mention my poetry prize, Google. Come on, what do you want from me, Dad? I mean, Google? And then I did put my full name in, I put Dan Altano. And the first thing came up, it said, Dan Altano, brother of Brian Altano. But this is what they don't say about being a parent. You get a lot of attention. Like, all right, I dropped my son off for his first day of daycare, and he started crying. Like, he was like reaching out. He was like, Dada, Dada. And I was so flattered. Like, I feel bad for him. It was a pretty good day for me, you know what I mean? Pretty good day for me. I don't get that kind of attention at home. Don't get me wrong. Like, my wife loves me, but it's like a movie scene every time I leave the house. I have a friend who's like, oh, I'm too self-centered to have a kid. I'm like, I don't think you're self-centered enough. I'm like, you're too self-centered. When was the last time someone had a nervous breakdown because you went and took a shower? When was the last time someone threw themselves on the floor and kicked their shoes off because you went to the living room? This is amazing. For those of you who have kids, or know a kid, do me a favor, after the show, don't give me advice. Please, don't give me advice. It's never good advice. I heard this one a lot from other parents, like, oh, you're having a kid. Get your rest now, you're gonna need it. Get your sleep now, you're gonna need it. Finally, I was like, thanks, but that's not how sleep works. Dan, why do you have so much energy? Oh, I had like a great nap back in 09. Just been like riding it out ever since. It's never good advice. I asked my best friend. I'm like, I'm having a kid, you have a kid, what should I do? He's like, oh, you and your wife are having a kid, but you and your wife still have to remember to keep the flame alive. I was thinking more like, how do I keep the baby alive? All right, what should I do? He goes, oh, to keep the flame alive, you and your wife should try role playing. You know, like you pretend to be other people. I don't want to know what my wife's fantasy is. It's not going to be me. I tried it once, I'm like, honey, tonight, you be a sexy nurse. She's like, ooh, okay. You be Dave from down the hall. apartment 3B? All right. Just so realistic. And you want me to be like a hot cop or a fireman? She was like, no, be a lawyer. Dave's a lawyer. Eventually I was like, you just get Dave, I'll just get him. She goes, no, it's Wednesday, he plays tennis on Wednesday. I feel like now that my wife and I have a kid, we have to be more realistic with our role plays, you know? Like it used to be, like, you be a sexy nurse. And now it's like, you be an exhausted nurse. Who just worked a double shift. And I'll be a patient in a coma. Which, by the way, is amazing. Isn't it? I fall asleep, she's like, baby, you're so into this role. Guys, I'm Dan Altano, you've been great. Thank you so much.